Hey there YouTube, it's JrbJobber here with Mark. This top 4 ARG deck profile. I know this is late, this is obviously like way late, but we're also going to be doing a pack opening of his booster packs he's been holding on to. So he's playing Pendulums, and yeah, do you want to start?
Let's see, so the event ran really well. I finished X11 and then made top, I was 5th for top 16, and the way ARG does it is the higher seed gets to pick if they want to go 1st or 2nd, so that really helped me get all the way to the top 4. My first 2 matchups, went 1st. Top cut, I didn't get any feature matches, so you didn't see me play, but my boards were savage. Yeah, I mean, I just drew really well all event. I named my deck for the ARG, I don't win die rolls. I actually won 6 out of my 8 die rolls, so that helped. The 2 die rolls I lost, I ended up losing and then tying. So
that's how important it is.
Yeah, it's really important. I lost to True Draco, and then I tied with an Electromite Turbo deck. He won the roll, so obviously I had to break his board. I misplayed. I could have beat him, but like, I mean, the tie was fine. Like, I got to where I was. So let's see. I think we should get into the deck profile.
Get on into it then.
So
playing Pendulums.
Yep, playing Pendulums. Best engine in the deck, other than the Magicians and the Astrographs. But this is the best extender. You always want to see this card in your opening hand. This card's really good. It's like a Kieran Strike, So like I wouldn't play any less than these. Like this card was really good all weekend. A lot of my ending boards were. We'll get to that after in the extra deck. So this was really good. Played 3 Astrograph, 3 Chronograph. You have to play these at 3 no matter what. Best card. Like I remember one game I resolved this like 12 times. It was insane. Yeah, so I won that game.
I won that game.
This is also really good. Helps you play through hand traps and stuff along with these cards. So you just pop this, summon this, and you clear their board. So like these cards were really good, and I hardly ever drew the bricks with them, so that was good. Played 3 and 2, so this is the correct number, I think. And I didn't play the FTK, so I didn't play the others. Gate 0. This card was really good. This card loved me, so I always saw this card in my hand. But thankfully, I played 2 Pen Call. So Pen Call Darkworm. That's how it feels to chew 5 gum. So all those boards ended up nasty. So the Magicians, I played 3 Harmonizing, 3 Purple Poison, 3 Black Fang, and then I played 4 bricks in my deck. So this is the best one, obviously. This is really good going 2nd. This helps you break boards like double, triple negate. Like this card's really good. This card liked me more than this card, which is better because this is the better card of this one. So that was okay. Just normal summon it. I didn't draw this card that much, so that was good. This card is good in theory, but I never really used it because every time I went 1st, I won. So like I didn't need this card, and all my matches that weren't, all my matches except for one, like so my loss went to game 3, my tie, and then one game other than that, it was against a 60 card deck. All my other games were 2-0. So that was just in Swiss, and then in Top Cut, I think 2 of my games went to game 3, so that was fine. And then I played this brick just for it has utility against the Mech Knight Invoke deck. And then when you open this card and you don't have a way to like double Astrograph or the Gate 0, and you need another 7 on board, just pen summoning, harmonizing, and then bring this out, and then that way you make your vortex that way. It's really good. I drew like a few times, but because it's a 3 scale and it's a level 7 dark, like you can pen summon this, or you can put it in scale and pop it with metal Electromite, so it wasn't that big of a deal that I saw it, and I only happened a few times. So that's it for the Magicians. And then for my hand trap lineup, I decided to play main deck 2 Ash and 2 Ogre. This is so you don't get FTK'd against the Pendulum FTK, and then this is to stop Grass and the Gemini FTK. Thankfully, I didn't have to play against any of those decks.
Yeah, jeez.
But I mean, my hands were really good. Like, I would, like, going first, like, I drew this off of, like, Electromite, you know, one of these, one or the other.
Right.
Or I opened them when I was going second, and so I was like, you know, that feels really good, like, to where your numbers line up. So, like, I want to bump this up to 3 because this, like, is really good, but I couldn't find the room. Like, if I were to make a change, I'd probably cut this card for a 3rd Ash.
Yeah.
Just because it has more impact. And no one plays that Mech Knight Invoke deck, so. That's it for the monsters. It's like 30-something monsters. I played a 42 count deck, so we'll figure it out after this. So I played 2 Desires because I'm a coward. I didn't want to play 3. It was only 1 or 2 times I drew Desires off Desires, but the second Desires helped, and like so I was able to win because of, you know, just the raw +1.
Right.
So like this is a really good card. And then I played 2 Pen Call. So like I said, I was drawing Darkworm a lot. In a previous list, I was playing this at 3 because it was really strong. Like I think it was JY Sharif build that he was playing 3 of these, and I really like that logic. So then I played 2 Duelist Alliance because I played the Trap. So if you're really nutty hands, you draw this, and so you put a counter on your Jackal, and then you end with this at the end of your turn. Or it's just like, you know, the 3rd Pen Call. So like, you know, if you didn't see this card but you saw this card, you essentially saw this card with the Darkworm, so that was fine. And then I only played Foolish and 1 Dragon Shrine. I didn't want to break with multiples, like, because I was playing this at 3 and at 2, and I would always draw this off of the Electromite after I already comboed off. So like, just drawing dead cards isn't good. And so like, you know, like hard once per turn cards like this, like that, they're fine, but like these are like all high impact, so that's why I chose to play this. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I played 42, so I played
33?
33 monsters.
33 monsters?
Yeah, but 4 of them were hand traps, so they're not real monsters.
Yeah, yeah, right.
And then 4 of them are bricks.
And
so
what were the two minor changes you were making for the regional event?
Oh, for the regional, like I said, I would cut this guy for a 3rd Ash, and that's the only thing I would change from the main deck. I think the main deck performed very well. And then I made some changes in the side. Okay. Here, I'll just go to the side real quick.
Sure.
So I sided the 3rd Ash because I wanted utility, and then like this card's really good against the Trickstar deck.
Sure.
You know, just stop reincarnation so you have a hand to play with.
Sure.
So like that's why I moved it to the main. And then I sided 3 Kumongous for the Masterpiece deck, and the Mirror, like, just like Kaijus are just really good in general. Just you out one of their, if they brick and you out one of their negates, then you just kill them. Right. Also, I played the 7 because you can Pendulum summon this under Barrier, and it's you know, you can overlay with the 7 and make the Absolute for your Vortex play. And then that's it for the sided monsters. And then I sided 3 Twin Twister. Like I said, I always drew Darkworm, so Twin Twister Darkworm is also really good, really strong. And this is good against the Draco deck because they side Imperial Iron Wall. And so Cosmic Cyclone doesn't do it. So you go evenly match, and then you hit him with 3 twins. And then 3 Barrier for the Mirror match. This I actually lost to this card in my top 4 match. But, I mean, I could have played it differently. I played the cards instead of playing the player. I definitely could have played around this card. Not played around it, but played through it and not lost. And then 3 evenly matched. This card's insane. You know, I'm not sure why they made this card. You know, like, Excite on Night's banned. Yeah. And this is a better Excite on Night, essentially.
It's free.
And it's free, so. And then I sided 2 Solemns. I saw Solemn Judgment, Solemn Warning. I saw this card more than I saw this card, and this card was the better card because if they play it through, if they have the Kaiju for your negates, you know, you can negate 1 evenly match, but you can't negate, you know, 2 evenly match. Right. And if they had 3 evenly matches, like, they don't have any combo cards to go off, or they shouldn't at least, unless they're just a god. And this is also against the Draco deck. You just either stop the Rock or stop the Masterpiece, you know, whichever one. And like you can also make it make these under Dweller, so they can't pop your back row. So like these were also really good. So let's get to the extra deck. Me and my boy, and then friend tokens. So I played the 1 Vortex standard. I played 1 Starving Venom, and this is a little different than the other decks because I played 3 Electromite, and 3 came up all the time. So I didn't have room for any more of these, and this is just the better card. Like you only want to copy this anyways, and I didn't play the Harbinger package, so I never needed a second one. And then like this card's insane. Like you do everything on your board does piercing. Like it's unfair. And then for synchros, I played the Regeki guy, Omega, and Beals. Regeki guy is really good. Like if you make a Dweller Regeki guy, like you can out like any board. Like this card's really good, and like he has a secondary effect that nobody reads this card. Like they're oh, what is it? Oh, it's a Regeki. They're like oh, okay, and then they go to attack over it, and then you burn them for games. So it's really good. Omega came up a lot. It was really clutch when I bricked and I had to make the Omega. So like I was just ripping like clutch cards, and then I played the Beals for the Draco matchup. So if they don't pop your tuner, or if you have multiple tuners, you just out you have an out for Masterpiece in the form of your harmonizing. And then for Xyz, I played Dweller, Tornado Dragon, Naruto, and Absolute. And then for the other links, I played Metaltron, Yugioh, and Borreload. So a lot of my ending boards was I would link away, like I would make 2 Electromites, link them up for this, Pendulum Summon 3, and then I would make my Absolute Dragon, and then I'd link these 2 for the Yugioh because it's a 3 and a 1, and then people were like, oh, you could do that? So yeah, it was just to get this off the board so you can summon your Vortex.
Right.
So a lot of my ending boards were Yugioh, Vortex, Naruto with the Jackal with counters on it. And then there was a few times I also had the trap and like a hand trap in hand. So like I drew really well. Like my hands were insane, my boards were insane. And then I played the Borreload for the Masterpiece, for just to out Masterpiece. Because if you have 4 monsters on the board, you just out their Masterpiece. Only, like I said, I was fortunate. I only played 1 Draco, and he played it smart. Like he popped my tuner when I had this, and then when I had 4 monsters, he popped 1, and then I was able to still get to this. But he had he had Apocalypse, Stormforth, and Skill Drain. So either way, I was still losing that game. So, but I would still play this. Also, making this card for 4 when you get cherries, and then you like draw a barrier in the mirror match is really good. Or like just digging for a hand trap so you don't lose. This card's really good, just getting back stuff, and like it's the standard combo with 1 or 2 negates. But like this almost was never on the board. It was only on the board if I bricked. So like this is just a good stepping stool.
And what are your shout outs now? Off the top of your head, don't have notes. Here we go. Don't mess up.
Obviously I want to shout out Chris. He's the one that lent me the entire deck because I sold it at Salt Lake. The cards were tanking, so I wanted to get value, and I had to pay rent and stuff. So
there you go.
I got like $1,200 worth of cards, and then I was like, Chris, I was like, you have Trickstars and Magicians. What deck do you want to play? He's like, oh, I guess I'll play Trickstars. So I was like, cool. So I got the Magician deck, which was good because I feel like it's a better deck. But here at the regional, he's 6-0 right now. So I mean, shit, like he's showing me the power of the Trickstars. Shout out to all the Chico boys. Shout out to Mason. Shout out to obviously Team JrbJobber behind the camera. Let's see. Shout out to Elvis, AJ, and Daniel for also making top 16 with me. It was a good event. The ARG paid out cash, so that was good.
That's nice for the rent.
Yeah, that for the rent. I'm trying to go to the NAWCQ, so if you want to send me some money,
Of course.
I'll accept it.
The donations down below.
I'll link my PayPal, Venmo, Snap Cash, Facebook Pay. Any way you can send money, I'll accept it. Concealed cash, I'll put my address. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if I can trust you guys. But the event ran really well. Shout out to Fred. He lent me his Mythical Beast engine, and they were really loyal. Shout out to Joey. He lent me his Evenly matches. Like I said, I sold all my cards, well, majority of my cards, all my staples. Shout out to Doug and Caroline for letting us stay there. I know it was a hassle for having hella dudes in your parents' house. Shout out Randy for motivating me, so I had to do well, so I can pay rent. and you know, for putting up with my habit, so you know, my hobby. So if I forgot you, if I borrowed cards from you, you know who you are. You know, thank you. Shout out to you. And I think that's it. Shout out to all my opponents for losing. Thank you. It was gracious. You know, I opened really well. So like, you know, it's like it wasn't anything you could have done. So thank you for you guys.
Yeah. All right, how do we get over to these packs that you have?
Yeah.
You can keep on going just while you open.
All right, so we open these
shout
packs.
out.
Shout out, bro. Off the top of the head. Whenever it comes.
Yeah. Hey,
Longest shout out list ever. I thought Mitchell had that title.
Next meta. Next meta. Making fingers and ultra.
Oh, what is this? Damage? Damn, give me damage cards.
Damage packs.
Oh, it's an ultra.
Hey, you got an ultra at least? Oh, frowning on it? Damn.
It's not a good ultra.
How dare you?
Well, I mean, sorry guys, it's an ultra, so.
There you go.
Oh, over 6. I know some of you guys want to see all the cards, so.
You're doing it. You're doing gooder.
Oh man, I want to see purple cards. All right, so let's go start Yugioh. Scoldred. Oh, I saw the blue. It got me, man.
Damn.
Damn. These packs weren't good to me.
Well, congratulations for making it top 4 at ARG. Any last words? Not too many. Like 2 words.
This is JrbJobber signing out.